Greetings, this is Joe. Welcome back to more Trials of Mana. In the last one we got Salamandos, so we only have two more elementals to get. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward here since we're just backtracking through the Burning Sands again. But yeah, on to Duskmoon Forest. Yeah, we couldn't actually go to Duskmoon Forest because there would have been a statue in the way. Convenient plot statue. If you want to check that out, you can when you instead. But there's not much. There wasn't any point for me to go to Mentos or Mentis. Mentos. Mentis. That's pretty close to Mentos. I've never had Mentos. Had weird commercials though.
Can you take us to Duskmoon Forest?
It would be.
The Hero King said to beware of the Beastman's strength. Be ready to make a speedy retreat if necessary.
Let's try to get there. As long as it's not, Luna's Day, but we had Luna's Day not that long ago, so I'm not too worried about that. The last playthrough I entered the area with it being Luna's Day, so I had to cut off some of my recording, so I probably should have changed the day before I left the Burning Sands area, but I wasn't paying attention. Check out the Duran's Path. Well, I cut off that part of Duran's Path, but just watch Duran's Path. Now we're in a Beastman country. Moonlight Town, Mentis. Why doesn't the ice labyrinth do that?
When we heard Beastmen lived
We couldn't
here,
enter any of the ice labyrinth area.
Any harm. The townsfolk seem friendly at least. Not all Beastmen are the same. I think I jumped to conclusions about them.
You're not a whole bunch of primitive beasties that hate humans. And we don't really learn too much about the exodus of Beastmen other than humans are like, stay in Duskmoon Forest or whatever. It's a pretty big, seems like it's a pretty decently sized forest. It's like big as Falsena. There it is. Sometimes I misread my own map. Oh, we pick up some weaponry and armor.
Where's the browse?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, good choice.
Ooh, exciting.
We're just gonna pick everything up if we have enough money.
Come again.
There might, like I said, like I've always said, there might be a point where I don't have enough money and I might skip a few things.
Oh, good choice.
But we're not even close to being near that. Okay, let's sell off our old stuff so we can get more petting.
Come again.
Good thing that our older stuff was always worth a good amount. I mean, it's worth a lot less than what we bought it for, but it's at least worth something. It's, yeah, I don't know, a 20% money back or something? I don't know. I don't feel like mathing right now. Have to do the most dastardly thing of them all. Math. We know how to equip skills game. I don't think this game has a lot of like loading tips that help me out. But then again, I don't think any other game. Like, I think, yeah, like I'm trying to remember if Oblivion had loading tips. I don't think it did. I think it just had normal loading.
Where in this forest could the moonstone
Skyrim
be
had
hiding?
tips though.
Angry beastmen in the forest. Humans should be careful.
I don't remember paying attention to Skyrim's loading tips. It's not the 3 I tried to get, but I guess it's the 3 that I'll take. I don't think these guys are weak to light, but I think that's the only spell that Charlotte really has. She's probably using her spells because she is way more intelligent than strength. I think even if we invested her in strength, she's probably gonna have more
Nighttime.
damage.
Beastmen want a world
through
that's
spells.
theirs. That's all.
I mean, isn't the Duskmoon Forest pretty much the perfect place for a beastman? I don't know, they haven't shown much of a reason for, reasoning for them for it to be bad to be in Duskmoon Forest. But I guess it seems like some of the beastmen wanted to live in other locations that got forced out by humans. I don't know. If there was ever like a, if they ever continued the Mana series, I feel like a lot of these things they could divulge a little further in.
Twilight.
I mean, wouldn't it be perfect for you there, Hawkeye, for being a thief? I don't know, maybe so good they can steal stuff in the daytime.
Dangerous.
Though I think, yeah, the specters and the bats are weak to light, so
Too dark. I don't
most
like
of them
it
are.
here.
I think only a portion of these guys are. Actually, I don't think most of them are. Come to think of it, I think most of them aren't green elemental. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these wolfmen are.
We have to find the moonstone.
Because later on, we actually run.
Know the
You
way.
actually run
Follow
into.
me.
Actually run into more beastmen that are weak to either light or dark.
So annoying.
Because you have like the silver wolf, I think they're called. Then there's like a dark version of them. So probably these ones are.
Hurry, let's move.
I don't know. Come to think of it, there probably is less moon elemental enemies than there are like wood elemental enemies. It would be nice if there was like some sort of like monster encyclopedia or whatever, or enemy encyclopedia. So I can like specifically know what enemies are, specifically what element they are and what well, obviously if I knew what element they are, I'd know what weakness they are. Since always it's the opposite element. Yeah, the only other, I'm sure there's some other, RPGs that do that where like the opposite element damages does damage.
Returned.
I think the only other one though that I can think of that does it is Final Fantasy X. Actually, I have that game, so maybe I could play that at some point. My problem is that it's been so long since I played it that I have no really clue.
It's me, Lucky
don't know. I have a lot of games on my list to play.
Has returned.
Some I'll do playthroughs of, some of them I'll probably just stream. Get back into streaming. If I haven't already.
Too bad. Always nighttime. Beastmen want a world that's theirs.
Yeah, we
That's
get
all.
that, Kevin. Pick up the little cactus here. We're one away to that Zell upgrade. Well, I guess I should also note it reduces the respecking fortune teller, but I don't use her a lot. I might use her once again because I might want to get the mute ability for Kevin when I upgrade them all to class 3. Other than that, none of the other characters I really really want to respec at all. It's way too expensive to respec, and then it's also it's kind of a pain to
We can take this enemy in no time.
kind of a pain to even go to Visor for like half of the game.
Be careful. This could get ugly.
Well, even though I've already fought these guys, I can get through them real quickly. But yeah, we'll have an easy way to access Visor instead of having to walk there.
Make no mistake, I'm strong.
I wanted to level up. I did that fight mainly because I want to level up before what we have coming up forward.
Stronger now.
Yep. Everything I want with that. And let's heal up. Pick that up. Now we're going to the Chart Moontower. Accidentally call it Chant Moontower. I think in the fan translation of the game it was called Chant Moontower. Probably both names are fitting. Anyway. A big old tower. Sadly, we do not explore the tower right now, since the Mana Stone is at the bottom for some reason. You'd think it'd be at the top. I guess not. Seems like we have some people here. Luger and Gourmand.
You had no chance of defeating me!
Get wrecked.
Oh,
Or
that
dead
was
people.
Satisfying. Oh, don't bother with those pesky Altanans. I'll take care of this mess. Luger, please do return to the palace.
I mean, is there a reason why the Beastmen aren't trying to activate the
Yum,
Mana
yum.
Stones?
What a veritable feast of
I'm guessing it's
souls
just
for me
because Gourmand
today.
is trying to get into the Mana Sanctuary a different way, which we'll find out. I'll swallow your soul.
Delicious. I'd love to gobble them both up, but I suppose I must send one off to the masked mage.
Seems like a good idea.
Our stores have run low, after all. We need many more souls to perform
Usually
the
you sound
forbidden
very
magic
happy
if we
or
intend to
sinister,
open the
but you
portal
now
to the
sound frustrated.
Sanctuary of Mana.
I think
Can't let my master know that I'm
trying to
taking my
think
own
if all of
share
them are
the
trying to enter the Mana
spoils.
Sanctuary differently. Though I think Altana and Navarro are both trying to activate the Mana
If
Stones,
it
but
isn't the no-good Prince of Herolia, have you returned home so soon?
Lies! You lied!
can't
Said I
bring
could
back
bring Carl
Carl.
back to life.
Carl.
Oh, you are the one who fell for the falsehood.
It kills people, Carl.
Such an innocent soul. You must
Is he?
taste sublime.
I guess he is. Come to think of it.
Oh, I'm so glad I turned that wolf pup Carl against you.
Evil puppers. Way to go, Kevin. Maybe you shouldn't have ran forward without your party members.
Can't move!
Yeah, he's like probably
You'll be
probably
my
like
midnight
20 or 30 levels above
Shall I
you.
finish you off? Just like your friend Carl.
I forget the exact level he is. Of course we're gonna fight him as if
Finish
that's
you
a
off in
spoiler.
one go.
Stop it!
Stop right there, Criminal Scum.
Have you no manners? Can you not see you're interrupting my meal?
Ah! You!
Ah.
You are the weirdo who stole Heath away! Where is he? Where did you send him? Give him back right now!
Send him. I
You
sent him into the abyss.
meanie!
Oh, that's
Where
one
did this
heck of a
pipsqueak come
slap.
from? Oh, wait. You were that twerp hanging
I
around
remember
that fellow
you.
from Wendell. Oh, he's fine, dear.
Huh? Then
Yeah, they
where
don't
is
really
he?
explain why they take
Well,
it to
by
Keith
fine,
till like way later.
I mean, we've poisoned him with dark energy. Now he works for
Now
my
he's
master, Masked Mage,
evil.
as the evil priest tainted soul.
That weird name.
I just knew he had potential.
I am
Now
the great and
tainted
powerful
soul is
tainted
second only
soul.
to me in power at my master's court, Mirage Palace.
Good luck finding it.
No! That can't be
You know, that's the first time. Like,
Not
this is
him.
probably the earliest we ever learned of like the late one of the late
I
game
don't have time
areas.
for crying babies. You can join the princeling in my belly.
Because we didn't
Wait.
learn about, we didn't even
I'll
learn
take
about
care of
Dragon's
them.
Maw until like literally towards the end of the
I
game.
thought I saw
for
that
Duran.
beastman traitor Kevin in the forest. I am not letting him get away from me!
Arr!
Love
Yeah, we got to fight with Luger.
be my guest.
Do we take him out with a Luger?
Ah!
Nope. No guns. No guns in this series. All fantasy.
Oh, Luger!
Then again, like
Honorable Beastman!
most
Why
of
help
the
villains? King's orders are more important.
most of the JRPGs are fantasy based. Let's do that.
You aren't worth my breath!
Since we
or
already
time.
decreased his
Not a weak, half-human traitor to his brethren like you!
nice. Scarlet. See, let's buff me and then I think I'll do the same thing. And boom.
Weave this way to
I guess we could do water speak, but we don't really use magic. Only buff. Kind of awkward to dodge that because he kind of doesn't stop aiming for you until like right at the end. Dang it. Dang it, Hawkeye.
Hey,
What?
Stay
Only y'all use healing light. Keep us all topped off. Nice. I think this might be like the best run of Luger I've ever had. Holy crap. Wow. We beat the crap out of him. I think that's the best Luger run I've ever had. Then again, like having two characters having the ability to literally pause the enemy, especially when they're done.
Luger?
Kevin, I always hated you. Born a
I
prince.
hated you. You
specially
suck.
Trained
Blech.
in hand-to-hand combat by the king himself since you were young.
Why didn't the king train you?
I wanted the king to teach me what he taught you.
I mean-
so badly. I loathed you and your
Is it
good
just
fortune.
I don't know.
In the end,
I don't know why he
I was
didn't just
just
train
another
him
beast
too,
guard.
since he's literally like the general
Nothing
of the.
no matter how hard I
He's
wished.
pretty much the general of the Beastman army.
But you hated fighting. All that
Go figure.
talent wasted. I couldn't forgive that.
Game
You had
dirty
everything I wanted.
pacifist.
You didn't even care. I wasn't gonna lose
No
to such
F's
a worthless
given.
prince. And yet,
Here you
Luger.
are.
You are strong. Strong enough to be king. Same as
Not
me.
anymore. Cause he going to die.
thanks, Kevin.
Kinda beat the
Just-
crap out of him a little too much.
Keep getting stronger. Maybe.
What do you
in my
mean we
next
can't
life,
beat him
I'll
up
be
like
able to defeat
to near death and bring him to our party?
Don't you dare lose before then.
Blah. I mean, he was kind of a dick to you, but okay.
You're Luna! The
Yay,
elemental of
we
the
got
moon, right?
only one more elemental now.
Yes. I've been waiting
We'll
for
finish
your
up
arrival.
the first half of the game.
I will grant you my power.
No, what I'm talking about, there's no second half of the game. We just get the Mana Sword and win, right?
Help, Luger! Please! Help!
No, game's got a game.
I'm afraid all I can do is grant his final wish.
Just... And what did that be? Reverting him to a baby.
The only way to save
I
him
don't know
is to give him another
why.
chance in his next life.
I don't know why
He
Luna
will
has
now
that kind
be
of power, but okay.
reincarnated.
What?
Yay.
Baby... Is Luger?
Yes, he will grow big and strong, and one
They
day
try to beat you
come
up.
to challenge you again.
Okay. Baby Luger. I'll wait. Challenge me anytime.
Imagine like having to be in the recording booth and me is like, make baby
He's
mumble
just a
noises.
baby.
Oh. Babies are raised in the wild. The forest creatures take care of them until they are grown. Don't worry. He is safe. It is
Huh?
the Beastman way. Okay.
Where's the Mana Stone, Luna?
Reese and Duran's path showed
The
like, man, that's
Moonstone was
cool.
on the first floor of this
Hawkeye's
tower.
like, that
Mages
is
from
weird as
Altair
crap.
came to try and activate its power, but Luger and his
And
guards
failed.
managed to protect it.
Then it's still inactive. But that
Yay.
weirdo Goromon from before is in the tower now. We should go after him, just in case.
I don't think he's activating the Mana Stones. I don't know why. That maybe you think like they would just be like, oh hey, why don't we do this as well? Have two ways of entering the Mana Fortress, Mana Sanctuary. Mana Fortress? No, I think Mana Fortress would be Secret of Mana, isn't it?
Agreed. Gormand is
Damn, it's
evil.
been so long that I don't
we
know.
fight him together.
But anyway, I'm gonna leave it off here. Oh yeah, training. Invest my training points. Charlotte always a few behind. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it off here. What is Gormand doing in the tower? Will we ever find out? Find out next time. Bye bye.